young man that came up here, and we were sitting around. DJ Wonder and I were talking about, really wanting to put some of the emphasis on some of the younger up and coming artists who don't have the big conglomerates and platforms behind them, and if they're doing interesting things that's really pushing the game forward, let's bring them on the show.
Yeah.
They don't have to have 2 billion followers. Have the B to come on the show.
Right.
They ain't got to be affiliated to the 3 top biggest names on the charts to come to the show.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to have something to offer to this community, to this culture, in order to come to the show.
Absolutely.
This man's rise has been really interesting. Good friend of ours, Big Sean, worked exclusively with him for a while. This man came in the game as a filmmaker, a videographer, if you will, of sorts. Did what he had to do to make his imprint on the game. He's directed videos for Big Sean. I know he's been praised by Double XL. He's done a whole lot on his own, and now he's starting to rise on his own as an MC, which was his first goal, his first plan. In the first place, he did what he had to do to get here.
He was homeless for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Dude hit rock bottom.
He's part of the game.
He hit rock bottom, man. He's still a young man.
Damn.
He was a homeless kid.
14? How you bought him out at 14, homie?
Bumming as a teenager. He's bumming as a teenager.
Yeah, boy.
Asking for candy instead of real food. He didn't know. He didn't know. But now he's here, man. He got a new single, Fuck Hollywood, which is out right now. He's actually signed with one of the most influential names in the entertainment field, Doug Morris. Oh, wow. He's done made it, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Darnell Williams.
Darnell!
What up, though? What up, though?
What up, Darnell?
Shit, man. I'm just excited to be here, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. You're doing great work. We're going to get into it, man. But since we talked about you being homeless, what was the worst meal you ate while being homeless?
Man, I'll be honest. So when I became homeless, I was living in South Central because I had a dope spot in North Hollywood, but the shit fucked up and my money fell apart. And yeah, my locks on my apartment got changed with all my shit in it. So I was in South Central.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was like lit. I came to LA like, hell yeah, nigga, I done made it. I'm out the hood, da-da-da. Couple months later, shit fell apart and I'm in another hood. But it's like way worse because it's like I ain't got no family, no homies.
Right.
You got Crip niggas running around. Where you from and shit like that.
Oh my God.
Man, I'm like, yo.
Respond to that.
I used to tell people like, yo, I'm from the D. I'm from the D or Detroit. But the thing about Detroit is with the accent you hear like Detroit, they're like, the Trey? The Trey? Because I don't know who the fuck the Trey is, but the Crips over in the 40s is not fucking with y'all.
Wait, hold up. Let's stop laughing at that. Stop laughing. Okay, but anyway. Yeah,
man, probably the worst meal, bro. It probably was damn Burger King, bro, because it was a Burger King literally on the corner, and like literally they gave I had an EBT card for a minute.
Oh wow!
And you could buy Burger King. Could either buy Burger King, Popeyes, or you can get hot fish at like one of the little fish joints or whatever. But yeah, me and my niggas used to be eating Burger King every day, bro, to the point where I could smell that shit. I could taste that shit walking up to the Burger King. So, like,
funny, man.
Nah, but dead
That's
ass, bro.
how Sway feel about noodles.
That's why I don't eat noodles.
That shit just burnt me out, bro. Like, yeah, bro. It's like,
Were you scared though? Like you in South Central, it's okay. Like, damn, what's gonna happen? I'm eating Burger King. I'm getting approached by Crips. Were you at all scared, or was it exciting at that time for you?
I wasn't scared. I definitely wasn't excited. I was just like, damn, I done fucked up. Like, how did I leave one hood? And I thought, like, I literally had a pool on my roof, man, to sleep in. Like, my homie had this kitchen, this empty kitchen room. He let me crash in. And to sleep in, like, on the kitchen floor, like, with towels and shit. So it wasn't scared, and I wasn't, like, excited or none of that shit. Because I'm from Detroit, and shit's crazy out there, like, my whole life. So I know how to move in any hood I go to. But it was just, like, understanding the hood, understanding the whole mentality. I even had to understand the gang mentality, understand shit that you see on the wall. You see an X, oh, they scratched this shit out. Oh, it's some shit going on right here. It's some territory beef right here.
Yeah.
So it was, like, living out there for, like, 2.5 years, there was a lot that I learned. So it wasn't a scary thing. Like, I'm actually happy that I went through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like being through that shit, like, it let me connect with way more people. Because I didn't grow up, like, rich, but I didn't grow up, like, the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew how to hustle and get shit for what I needed. But at South Central, that was literally like the poorest I ever been in my life with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because
Why
like in
you
Detroit,
laughing?
like I know, like, oh yeah, you think, you know, I grew up poor, I grew up hard, but it's something different
Yeah.
when you don't got a homie to look to the left, or you can't call auntie and she fix you a plate or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like you just literally, I was just out there like, yo, I'm gonna make a plan.
Wow. Darnell Williams, man.
Give us a little perspective, though, Darnell, on how you went from Detroit to being able to even afford a place in L.A. with a pool on the roof. Like,
Right.
and then what the hell did you do with the money in 2 months?
Come on, bro.
Yo, so
Here we go.
What had happened was
she tapped
nah,
in.
so really, man, I was moving like mad weight, hella cocaine.
Wait.
Nah, I'm
wait,
fucking
wait.
with y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. Yo, No, yeah, I'm fucking with y'all. Like, yo, you think I'm really like, just straight up incriminating myself on here? Like,
The dumbest motherfucker.
yo,
wonder.
like this nigga's real smart. Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Nah.
why. No wonder he's homeless.
Nah, what happened was, man, I was shooting. I used to do like I was doing videos and shit.
He shot for Big Sean.
Big Sean.
Was that your first big break when you did Too Fake or?
Yeah. I mean, that was my. I don't even know. Shout out to Sean for like being comfortable just letting a nigga like work on some shit like that. But yeah, that was my first time. It was just like I constantly was hitting this nigga. I was in school for film. My homie Mike Carson was in school for film. My homie Mike Wax, he had this dope blog we was working, Ill Roots. So yeah, so Sean was like, yeah, let's do it. And that was when the 5Ds first came out. So it was like nobody was really getting them cheap videos. And we was like, yo, we can get this video for you, da. We got a camera and all this shit.
And they look banging too at that time.
So that shit was
It's a
super
big-
crazy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we had Chitty Bang and da. They came and did it. From there, a couple months down, Mike Carson was my roommate. And over the summer we stayed right above from
Give context on who Mike Carson is.
Okay, Mike Carson is my nigga. All right, that's my brother.
Okay.
But beyond that, like, he just an OD creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, super talented. He used to do videos for Big Sean too. But now he doing like all of the stage shit for like Drake. He do that stage shit for Travis. So if you see the lights, that's his
set
shit.
design.
Yeah, set design.
And that used to be your roommate.
Yeah.
And the Ill Roots was a collective of creatives, right?
Yeah, it was really just me, Mike Wax, and Mike Carson. When we got to college, Wax had it as a blog, and then me and Carson was doing visuals because we was both in the like visual programs or whatever. So then after that first video, once that shit came out, they got like 1 million views. We started getting calls from everybody, and then just start hitting people up like Chip, da. But like I was saying, over the summer, one summer we was living in this apartment in Wicker Park. And it was like right above from the RSVP gallery. And I don't know if you know, like Don C and Virgil on that. So like we got real close with them and shit. And this was during the time when Watch the Throne and all that shit, right before Watch the Throne, and Dark Twisted Fantasy. And one day, man, I was at the crib and Carson knocked on my door late as hell. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to go to New York. Virgil called me to come shoot for Kanye. And I was like, damn, like, so when you gonna be back? He was like, I don't know. So I was like, shit, well, take my T2i, bro. Like, take this camera, because shit, I'm not about to be shooting shit here. I know, like, you probably gonna need 2 cameras, set it up. So he take it, Wax was already out here in Connecticut. So they started shooting for Kanye and shit. I was back home in Chicago just like, fuck. I ended up having to drop out of college because I ran out of bread. So I started delivering pieces on the west side and shit. And yeah, man.
you
This
start
shit's a
delivering-
journey, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm delivering pieces and shit. And eventually the day came. I don't know, it was almost like a year, bro. The day came and they hit me like, yo, you ready to move to New York and shit.
Wow.
So it was like, yeah, because we was already like trying to do the Ill Roots videos for everybody, but then Kanye swooped them off for a second. But once that shit cooled down, it's like, all right, we could do this New York shit. Came to New York, started doing a little shit for good. But then we realized like, yo, we can't shoot videos out here because all the artists so in and out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like we might as well just move to where the artists.
Are going.
Yeah. So by this time we was getting like sponsors and shit for the blog, so we could pay for it. We had an apartment paid for. Moved to LA, and yeah, that's the short story of how I got to LA.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, how the shit fell apart.
Yeah, that part.
we gonna come back and talk about how the shit fell apart. Let's play that porno joint. All right, all right. Okay, let's do it, man. Darnell Williams is here. You want to talk with him? 888-742-3345. How it all fell apart. Yeah, that porno right there. Darnell Williams, man. Get to know this young man. He's on the rise. You can follow him on social media at Darnell. Go ahead.
Darnell Williams.
There
real
it is.
name.
Okay, so that song is called Porno. Real quick, what's the context behind Porno?
Porno really came about when I was just making a bunch of songs and shit about like life, and it started getting to the point where it's like, damn, bro, I don't even really want to relive all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to even be in this state of mind. But for the price of entertainment, you know, the fans and shit, they want to hear the music. So like, it kind of came out as like artists like self-sacrificing themselves for the art, like just like porn. Like the people who watch it, they get entertained by it, but they're not necessarily going through it. You know what I'm saying? But those girls are actually really fucking them dudes and vice versa, and doing all that wild shit for your entertainment. And it's the same with like making music and art. Is like, especially when it's real and it's close to you. It's like I'm putting myself out there for you. Yeah. All kind of shit that I wouldn't really even say just in a normal conversation with my friends. I put on tracks and shit. But it's, I don't know, you might not necessarily feel it, but you entertained by it. You might be entertained by it because your life may not have had as much trauma. But for me, it's something real. It's like therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it's just porn.
We're all porn stars.
Exactly.
I get that concept. I'm a porn star, Heather.
Wow.
You have?
I got mad views. Okay, so
I'm out there.
okay, so this is part 2.
Okay.
Of how Darnell Williams came to be.
Shit.
All right.
I'm here for it.
Quick recap. Big Sean gave him his first big break.
Yes.
As a videographer. Him and his collective, the Ill Roots. It was called Ill Roots.
Yeah, Ill Roots. It's still online right now.
It's still online. You know, they start getting some traction off of it, right?
Yep.
You know, you guys end up going to school too, right?
Yeah, I went to school for like a year and a half.
A year and a half. One of the partners started working with Ye. A year later, you know, you came to New York. It was hard to find artists, so they decided to move to L.A. They were living in a plush-ass pad. They was getting money from the blog. You know, they got
pools on the
sponsorship.
roof, Sway.
Everybody winning.
Bitches.
And then all of a sudden,
man, I don't know if anybody ever seen that Facebook movie when when dude come to the crib and then like he kind of cut Justin Timberlake out or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna just say it in short. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, don't say in short. You on to something. What happened?
Long.
like really, like it was just a situation of like not having the paperwork together, and then when the money come into the picture, everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just kids when we started the shit, and it was like fun for us, you know, just smoking blunts in the room, coming up with dope ass ideas and shit. And then all these sponsors and shit came in, and then people to like talk to the sponsors for us, management, all these crazy motherfuckers came in and kind of ripped apart something that 3 kids created. Like once the money came and all of the big heads came in, it just got to be too much for like egos flared up and shit. Not on my end, but
yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
Right.
And I ain't knocking nobody either, cause like everybody, we all cool and we all got like good lives and shit right now. But yeah, it just came to a point where like business, egos clashed, and you know, business and friendship is one of the most dangerous games.
Ain't it?
So like, yeah, so that shit, like one day, like I said, I came some discrepancies in the business, got into an argument. I was in Detroit at the time. Came back, flew right back the next day, right after that shit. Like, nah, fuck this. We about to solve this shit right now. Got to my house, my locks was changed.
Wow.
And Corey, my manager right there, he drove me from the airport to my crib. So he was there this whole time, like seeing me like beating on the door, like, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, I was living. I ain't never been ready to kill a nigga in my life. But like, yeah, at that moment, it's like, bro, like I literally know what the fuck to do. And from there, it was like couch to couch. Then I eventually ended up in my homie crib in South Central. And that shit, I literally just got a crib like it was like maybe like 3 years of that shit after that. Like from that day to just like from like you coming in, you know, you in this state of mind to just flip. Like you don't got shit. You ain't even got shit to do. Yeah. Like I didn't even have shit. Yeah. Like I didn't even have shit to do no more. Let alone like I didn't have possessions. And then I remember watching like followers drop numbers and like people. You just start seeing all of the real from the fake. Shit just really hit me quick as hell.
How did that fuck with you mentally, like psychologically?
Bruh, honestly, bro, I was really fucked up for a minute. Like, I remember waking up in the middle of the night, like, fuck! Like, fucking kill this nigga. Like, man, I was dead ass on, like, a fucking kitchen floor, bro, with, and we had fucking bed bugs, bro. I didn't even have a bed, and I had fucking bed bugs. I don't even know how that shit happened, yo. But yeah, so I'm laying on the floor, getting bit the fuck up. It's so crazy.
Roaches, Darnell.
This
Bed
wasn't-
bugs live on the kitchen floor, not the bed.
You know, cause man, all right, so that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, how the fuck you ain't got a home to even come fuck with me?
The bed bug?
Yeah, but
Homeless bugs.
yeah, yo, exactly. I got so homeless. I got the motherfucking homeless bugs start kicking it with me and shit, yo. But no, dead ass, cause like, if people don't know about bed bugs, they sleep in like wood and furniture and shit too. So even if it's walls, they can be inside the walls and shit like that. But
They can
like,
infest an entire home.
yeah, it was like, yeah. So man, it really fucked me up at a point. And then, damn, I hate to keep telling y'all like the levels of the shit, but bro, I promise you. So one morning, we was about to leave out or whatever, and I just went to the store. I grabbed some weed or whatever. My homie, he had this car. He was getting in the shower. I had all of my clothes in like a suitcase. The clothes that I had left, I had a suitcase and I put them in the trunk of his car. This was earlier in the homeless situation, and I was thinking like, I ain't gonna be here that long, so I'm not about to even unpack my shit in this kitchen that I'm standing in. So he went to the shower or whatever. He got in the shower. I come outside to go get some blunts or whatever. And I'm like, yo, where you put the car? Where you parked the car? And he's like, what you mean? It's in the driveway. I'm like, nigga, no, it's not. He like, bro, stop playing. I'm like, nigga, the car is not there. He come outside, he like, fuck, man, they towed the car. So they towed the car with all of my shit in it, all of my clothes in it. I swear to God. So I was on tip, bro. At this point, I literally had nothing. But honestly, I could say that going to nothing, literally one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because I could honestly see, I could realize and appreciate shit way more instantly. Like, everything is way more gratifying now.
Okay. This is why I love his story. All right, because he's here today. The act of hitting rock bottom, you're lucky. You're blessed this happened to you
Yes.
at this time of your career because it's still early.
Yeah.
So the lessons you learned now are going to benefit you in such a big way moving forward because you appreciate what you have so much more, right?
Facts.
All right, hey man, Darnell Williams is here. Like, that's out this fucking story right here.
Yo, and he didn't even mention the fact that it was zero shorties around because ain't nobody smashing on the kitchen floor with bed bugs.
Man, yo, not at all. I wouldn't even bring shorties over. Like, I used to talk to girls and like, like, man,
What you say to him, dude? Like, you want to come
that's the
to my
thing. You just really didn't have shit to say, or you didn't have shit to do, or you would get to the point with talking to a girl, and to the point where she's like, "Oh, you want to go out for da 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 da?" And you like, oh no, like, I remember, like, honestly, like, always thinking just having a motherfucking excuse on hand, so I wouldn't have to, like, really let them know what the fuck I was going through.
Yeah.
But
So let me ask you this, and then I'll let you drive in. You said something really interesting to me because you were broke, you were sleeping on the floor, your clothes were in the trunk, but you said I was going to the store to get some
I was
weed.
thinking that.
Yo, you broke, you sleeping on the. How could you afford weed?
Bro,
Like, what's that?
that's the thing. People always ask that. Like, yo, that's the thing. Honestly, that's one of the things I say. Like, that was the goal for the day. Like,
Okay.
literally, like, we needed to get some food and we needed to get some weed and it'd be all right. But yeah, if weed was like, LA weed is mad cheap. So you can get like some shitty weed, $5, $10.
The shitty
Reggie.
weed.
Yeah. Niggas is definitely, I mean, it's not as Reggie as the Detroit Reggie that I grew up on, but yeah, that's what it was. Like, literally just me and my homies. I had, you remember the fucking, this was the Western Union. This was like before the Cash app. I used to be hitting up the Western Union every once in a while. Like, a homegirl would send me a dub or something like that. So, and then my homie, the same thing with him. And then, but yeah, like, we always had a little money to get weed or whatever. Like, if we had the cash bottles, what I mean, do a little recycling thing or whatever.
Y'all did the
My
recycling
homie-
thing?
Yeah, my homie did fucking plasma.
Uh-huh.
He used to go give his plasma and then give him the quick 40 ball and come back. We might grab a Domino's pizza and some weed and shit. But it was literally like, yeah,
That's
man.
real. That's
Walking
blood money
around
for
weak
real
as
right
hell,
there.
eating pizza.
Yeah, that, you gotta get your carbs up.
The hell?
You weak as hell eating a slice.
Facts.
Weed and pizza can make everything feel okay.
But yeah, it was really just the thing about like having to get some food and then just getting some weed to just keep my mind right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but once we got on the schedule of just having that, I just focused everything out. I used to just be in Hollywood, just walking around, not waiting for opportunity, but kind of just hoping that I would run into something. And I did occasionally, like I pop up in the studio once in a while to meet people and network and shit. But yeah, man.
Doug Morris is easily one of the, if not the biggest entertainment agency there is, right? Is it? It's pretty.
William Morris,
What,
I
I mean,
think you're
William
thinking
Morris.
about.
I'm thinking William
Doug
Morris.
Morris is a music executive.
Oh,
I remember
Doug
him
Morris.
I thought I remembered him from EMI and MCA and the labels that I was signed to in the 90s.
Universal too.
Yeah.
And how did you meet Doug Morris?
Man, it was just fam. Like the studio I was recording at,
Yeah.
the people that own that studio or like a family, like a friend of his from like they done hella work together and shit like that. And one day I was in the studio. I just came in and just holla at them one time, and Steve Bartles was there, and he works with Doug. And I don't know, like we ain't even talked that long. It was mad brief, but I think he took a liking to me. And I guess he was like, "Yo, let me check this shit out." Da da da. Da. And yeah, from there, like kind of started a relationship. Corey.
The manager,
The
Corey?
Reed story?
Which story?
The Reed.
L.A. Reid?
Oh, can you tell the Reed story?
Which Reed?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You can tell the LA Reed story.
The L.A. Reid story?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, in short, what exactly happened was L.A. Reid randomly came to meet me at the studio one day. So that shit was crazy, and it's like I was sitting with him and we talked, you know what I'm saying? Like, got it in, good conversation. He was going crazy to the music and shit. Like, Darnell, who names somebody name themselves Darnell? That's dope as fuck. Like, you know, he was geek. So he was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do a deal, whatever. Like, I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hell yeah. You know, I walked out of that meeting like, fuck, like ecstatic. But before that happened, like Steve was already trying to, you know, do some shit, but they
Hustle up
didn't.
something,
Yeah, they
yeah.
didn't get 12 Tone ready yet. So before that happened, just off the strength of just the relationship, we hit Steve like, yo, da 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 da. L.A. Reid just popped in here, and Steve was like, yo, fuck that. You know, let's do some shit. We about to kill it, and
That's how
kind
the
of just
deal
been
is.
rocking since there.
There it is. Darnell Williams, man.
Darnell, real quick, what was your spirituality like during that time? Are you a person of faith? Did you pray a lot? I know sometimes people don't talk about that,
Yeah.
but how was your spirits like, just in terms of God and faith during that time?
I actually got closer to God, and I'm more so like I just believe in a higher power, and so I really believe all of the religions and shit is like somehow it's the same or whatever.
Yeah.
But I pray every night, but it's not like the deepest. Is like, you know, pray my Lord soul to keep, and
yeah.
I pray in the morning. I definitely believe in God and like good karma, and like, you know, the energy that you put out there is gonna come back to
Yeah.
you. But I never really lost the faith. I always felt like, you know, I was gonna make it. I just didn't know the time. It's like, Lord, how long, how many tests, how many more tests you gonna put me through? Like, what else can go wrong? You know what I'm saying? But I never really lost the faith. I mean, it got to the point sometimes like it would get really bad, and I would run to this it was like this prayer house where you can go in there and just pray without what the fuck
Denomination or
you know, what's the pastors and all that shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't really fuck with all that shit.
Yeah.
Like the Lord's middleman and shit.
No, it's okay. So, at least in the Catholic Church, way they have confessional booths,
Oh, the
so you go
confessional
in
booth.
and
Okay,
you talk
yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of confessing your sins and your prayers to somebody else. But you're saying this was removed from it.
Nah, yeah. So like, yeah, it wasn't nobody there. It was just
Yeah.
me, and you just go in there and you could just pray. And I remember at one point it got so bad, I just literally like, yo, I literally came in there like, yo, God. Well, I wasn't like, yo, God, but I was just like, man, like, please just help me out. Like, just help me, man, because I'm real fucked up right now. And I promise you that if you like take me to the top of the heights, I promise you that I'm gonna make sure that I don't spread no bullshit. I'm gonna make sure that by the end it'll be, I don't know, even if it's two kids, 5 kids, it might not be the whole world, but by the end I'm gonna do something that's gonna make everything better for a large amount of people. So honestly, after I made that promise, I can't even lie. Like, niggas might be like, oh, this nigga wild, whatever, but shit just slowly
Line up.
start cranking.
Wow.
And there you are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure you don't mess up that promise you
Promise.
made.
Nah,
right?
nah, definitely, man.
Because that's what happened. People get it, they forget about what their intentions were.
Nah, I mean,
Right.
the thing is, I always been me, and like, God know me personally, like, know my heart. Like, I'm a nigga, I would definitely be in the strip club, wilding out and all that shit. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying, I could see the person in the stripper, and at the same time, like, I want to donate to kids and shit. Like, I want to go to the club and pay a girl tuition. You know what I'm saying? I want to pay somebody who don't strip tuition, but I don't see the bad at either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not no motherfucker like super uptight.
Got it.
All that shit, but
Right,
like, yeah,
straight
God
edge.
knows exactly. Like, I could be around here like fuck this and fuck that all day, but you know, at the end of the day, like, what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Big Darnell Williams. Give him a round of applause. Who's Plains Crew? Who's that?
Oh man, you know, man, it's the Rock, man.
There it is.
The Rock, man. Shout out Rock Nation, man.
Are you with Rock Nation too?
Yeah, man.
Okay, talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, how'd that happen?
Man, dog, that's a
That
crazy
prayer.
story.
Wow, God
Yeah,
bless.
for real, man. Rock Nation, they flew me out like mad early. They was trying to do like a deal, like a record deal, but I don't think it just wasn't the time yet with like the stuff that I had out at the time, man. But they was just like, yo, this shit is super dope, because they seen the Fuck Hollywood video like a while ago, and I remember Tata had me in the office and I met him. You know, Tata, yo, I heard about Tata my whole life, so it was just, it was like, yo, so I came in there, he was like, yo, what's up? Yo, you hungry? You hungry? And I'm like, nah, I'm straight, man, because I'm in Rock Nation, I'm trying to be cool.
Right.
Like, yo, you hungry, man? Yo, get this nigga some wings, man. Get this nigga some wings.
Some Burger King in here.
That's
Get him some burgers.
So after that, literally after Tata was like, yo, get this nigga some wings, I already kind of felt that home. Like, because
That's all it
in LA, yeah, people don't be like, niggas don't be talking to you like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Everybody's so like cordial, but they really was just on some homebody vibes. Like, yo, we fuck with your shit, yo. It's super innovative. It's super creative. Like, we would love to have you here, shit like that. So like, LA is way more, I don't know. But out there was just like a homie, like really praising the shit. And I just fuck with the vibe. I also fuck with like the staff up there, like the culture, like how many black brothers it is up there doing their thing. And then another thing I like is the brothers up there working look like older versions of niggas that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I want to see my homies and shit, like off the block into the office and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
They are older versions of it. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
we're all just older versions of you. But you happen to bump into one of the most solid dudes in the game, because you don't see him out there like that. He's been solid for a long time with Tata, so that's why it's easy for you to feel relatable to him, because you a solid dude.
yeah.
I want to do something different, man. I want to play the song "Fuck Hollywood," and then I arranged for something really special, because Darnell is gonna spit bars, and you know, lately people been coming at us about who we allow to spit bars, and I'm like, how you gonna question who we are? You know, we've been doing this shit before y'all been alive, you know, and this is Shade 4-5. We got the most iconic DJs and ears in the game here. So I invited my brother to come listen to you spit. The legendary drama king himself, DJ K. Slay is here.
Drama King is in the building.
We gonna come back with that one right there. K. Slay is in the building.
Yep.
Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Now by the artist Darnell Williams, man. What's next, man? You got the album coming, or?
Yeah, I've been working on the album, but I'm about to just keep dropping more visuals. Fuck Hollywood, we've been packaging that up to become a show. I wrote the pilot script for that shit, so
Wow.
yeah.
Lit.
Shit's gonna be
Congratulations,
dope.
man. On show where? Just
Nah, we going for networks with this shit. Like,
Okay.
like I said, like it's all like I'm all 100% rap, so it's kind of like it's not first priority, and it's kind of like a thing that is gonna grow over time. I don't know if you've seen like the clips I've been putting out.
Absolutely.
But like, yeah, so towards the end of everything, once I'm a little bigger and shit like that, I feel like it'll be like a bigger whole like universe. People will get the bigger picture, and then we just gonna drop that shit as a show. But beyond that, man, I've been recording dope ass shit. I got a song I did with Rhapsody 2 nights ago. We did some fire shit.
She's dope.
Yeah,
Oh,
dope
we
as fuck.
know that.
Dope.
She was trying to go crazy on me, man. Like, she was trying to run a little circles around me.
Yeah, she's gonna shred you up.
she
Make sure you don't play that.
Nah. I held my own though. Shout out to my sister Rhapsody.
Is
though.
that
She's
important
dope
to
as
you though, to hold your own as a lyricist?
Yeah, man, because I think like me being a director, every time somebody hear that shit, like they think like it's like, nah, my nigga, I will fry you, nigga. I will fuck you up. Like, but it's like beyond that though. I'm from Detroit, and you know, like Detroit is just a lyrical ass city. Even like the rappers, the trap rappers and shit like that, they mad clever and shit. So like in Detroit, like you gotta be at least a B+ of a rapper to even
get props
yeah,
at
to
all,
get any
right?
kind of props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan,
How old are you, Darnell?
27.
Okay.
damn, you look mad.
You
Hey,
look like- you look
Darnell
younger.
looks
Yeah.
17.
got that ASAP Rocky thing going too, right?
Yeah.
I know you getting his crumbs.
Man.
Darnell going for his cake.
I
Nah,
know you
man.
getting it, baby. They
I'm
real.
happy for you, Darnell.
Rocky crumbs
Thank
are dope,
Yeah.
man. Take them crumbs.
Man,
You don't
yo.
get that? You don't get that?
Nah, I'm not gonna say I get his crumbs. I am gonna say like, yo, it's just it's a thing, man. I feel like I don't know. Shout out to Rocky though, but like nah, Rocky cool. I done met him like once or twice. He was a chill, cool ass dude. Like,
Okay, cool.
But it's a thing where like, you know, girls who like me more than likely like that nigga too.
Yeah.
So that's like, yo, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
That shit must be annoying.
I mean, it's annoying to a point, but it's like at the end of the day, you know, he his own man and I'm my own man, and
Yeah.
it's always somebody who's similar to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
facts.
true. Dan, what's up? Dan in Arizona. Good morning. How you
Dan,
doing, Dan?
what's good?
Hey, Dan.
Oh, it's Ben, but what's going on, guys? What's going on?
What up, man? Say what up to Darnell Williams. We got K Slay in here too. Stop acting. Come on.
Shout out to all you guys, HB.
What up?
First time calling in or getting through. But what's up, Darnell?
What
Hey,
up,
man,
though?
I just wanted to say your story did real similar, man, to me growing up. And, like, a lot of people, like, I feel like they don't understand, like, when you hit rock bottom not once but twice, you know, shoot, I've been walking through the snow just, like, stay warm at night, you know, just to make it through a night. But now, shoot, I'm 27 years old and I'm driving up to my car wash that I own right now, you know?
You fucking lit.
So, like,
All right. So you got a question though, Dan?
what my question is like, how do I like keep elevating myself, man? I want to be in your shoes.
Man, honestly, bro, the only thing I could tell you is, bro, whenever it feel like, you know, like you tired of the shit, just keep going. To be honest, like, and watch how you treat motherfuckers, bro. Cause I can't tell you how many motherfuckers I done ran to years from now, and luckily I was a cool motherfucker to them, cause you don't know. Like, people don't even know this. This is something I'll tell you. Chance the Rapper gave me his 10-day demo. I ran into him at a Panera Bread way back, and before he popped off. Like, and I heard it. You know, a lot of people always with Ill Rules, they was trying to give us tapes and shit, and I heard it. And usually we was like whatever, but I actually fucked with it, and I took it back like, yo, check this shit out. Da da da. Slowly but surely, Ill Rules dropped the 10-day tape.
Wow.
Fast forward now, Chance is one of the biggest artists in the world. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't look out for me. Like when I posted the porno video, he tweeted that shit out.
Yeah.
And then that shit got me an influx of all type of people was hitting me up and shit like that. So it's like, really watch how you treat people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's certain times where you can't help but, you know, to you know, bring the disrespect when somebody bring it to you. But, you know, if you can, you know, just remain humble no matter what, even when you get to where you need to go.
That's Darnell Williams speaking, man. Dan, you a citizen.
Sway in the morning, homie.
Hey, give him a round of applause for that great story he just told.
Yeah,
His
he
life
did.
journey.
Shout out
Young
Dan.
man got a lot going on. Signed the Rock Nation. He did that on his own, ladies and gentlemen. Signed the 12 Tone. Give him a round of applause. He did that on his own, man. Big Sean helped put him on. Put a round of applause, Joey Badass.
And that Big Sean really he paid it forward
Yeah.
because Big Sean, you know, he had to chase Kanye
Yeah, he
after
did that.
Yeah,
he was
nah.
doing an interview. So
Man,
I'm glad
I
that
rem-
he listened to you and gave you that chance.
Big Sean, man. Big Sean that's another thing, like, seeing how he had to grind even when he was on,
Yeah.
and knowing, like, when I was going through my shit, I was like, you know, this is just the beginning of the shit. So I was kind of already had to look into it. But yeah, man, he's a good dude that definitely, he didn't go through the exact same thing, but the beginning of his career, he definitely had to put his own 2 feet down. It wasn't just like the label signed me and I popped off and shit.
All this sound really good, Darnell Williams, but in case you forgot because you got real comfortable. I understand how that happens. That happens a lot on our show, man. And that's how we want you to do it, man. But you have entered the valley of the hyena. I got K Slay right here. There's no better ear in the rap game than K Slay. He'll let you know what you sound like right here. So will the citizens. Darnell Williams. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. Drop a beat. Let's do it. Come on.
Calling praise in the scooter, I'm an instant mind. So either way it go, they getting left behind. I do a show, make a lot for a little time. You got a problem, take a number, nigga, get in line. Heard niggas saying I ain't really from the city. See me out in public, wonder why they acting friendly. Same ones telling hoes they ain't fucking with me. I would never understand it, man, that shit is silly. Like, what up, though? Shut up, ho. Detroit player, but I'm cutthroat. One car, 30 hoodies at your front door. And I shop at Zara, but you niggas don't want no smoke. Skinny jean rockin', bad bitch fucking, bad shit talking. Mr. Do this shit often. Better show respect when you see a boss walking. Buy 'em all the click, put 'em all in the coffin. Check.
K Slay. What you think of that kid right there, man? Be honest with him, though.
Honest,
Be honest with him.
Honest.
he held his own. Only line I didn't like was the skinny jean line. But I'm an old head dude. I'm an old head. So don't pay me no mind. I'm just the old head. But he got off. He got off.
He got off?
He got off.
Okay,
He got
man.
off.
You
He
got
did his
that
thing.
from K Slade, baby.
Yeah,
It's
man.
official.
Did his thing.
Facts,
Man, Darnell Williams, you got a big future ahead of you.
Yeah, he do.
Keep this demeanor, man,
Yeah.
about you. We're going to all learn from you. We're learning from you right now,
Yeah.
man. We appreciate
Man, I
you.
appreciate you, bro. And I'll
Yeah.
definitely be back. I mean, I'm sure, bro.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
gonna
you-
be a time we come back and we look at this shit like, yo, remember?
We're going to laugh at this.
Yo,
all right?
Facts, man.
Awesome story, awesome journey, and so much more to
Yeah.
do for you, man. Come back.
Thank
all right,
you,
when
bro.
that album gets finished, come see us.
Thank you.
Do a performance for us.
Thank you.
All right?
Yeah. One more time, before I get out of here, yo, I want to give a shout out to the whole West 7 Mile and the whole Detroit. Shout out 48219.
Yeah, it is, man. Darnell Williams. K Slay is here. Hip Hop Frontline. That's out right now. If you got that project, you want to talk to K Slay, 888-742-3345.
Hashtag